Look at that, kids crossing the street. Cars in such a hurry. So today I wanted to talk about something I saw that was interesting. I watched I'm going to give a few shout outs too. Watched a video posted by Silvio Diego that showed a guy riding a Brompton, or a cyclist riding a Brompton. He wasn't going very fast and he was approaching a side street. And as he was approaching, he's coming from the left. One car came out. He's in the UK, so he's riding on the left side of the street instead of the right. One car comes out. Another car comes out. Neither of them stopped. Actually, I think the first one did stop. The second one didn't stop. Third one comes out right as the guy on the Brompton is starting to cross in front of it. And the guy doesn't stop, just keeps coming and hits the guy on the Brompton. Now, I also scanned through the comments and stuff to see what was going on and looked at the description. And it looked like the description, according to the description, the guy had a high-vis jacket on. His Brompton was kind of a greenish-yellow high-vis color. And he had reflectors and stuff. But he didn't have a headlight. And one of the commenters, I actually commented back to him about a little story of something that happened, but it was Jason Locke. He pointed out the fact that the Brompton had no headlight. Now, the best move for that person, I mean, there was enough light kind of in the area. There wasn't a lot of light, but there was decent ambient light. The driver was totally at fault because the driver didn't ensure that the path was safe before he proceeded. I didn't see a stop sign there, but he still should have at least, I think he should have stopped before proceeding. That's alright, he was looking for cars. And that's kind of the safety topic I want to talk about. Everybody pointed out that the guy had a high-vis jacket on. And that the driver should have seen him without any problems. But reflection requires a light source. And that's where, coming from a side street, it's important to have a headlamp. Because if someone's coming this way, you're going this way, your reflectors are reflecting light that's coming back. And in this particular instance, I don't recall seeing lights coming back. And even if they were, they probably weren't at the right angle. So it does make it a little more difficult to see reflective material when there's no light shining on it. Now, high-vis has reflective strips in it, but they move around all the time. And as they move, they change the viewing angle. And it's quite possible that a driver entering from the side road is not going to see a high-vis reflective part because of the narrow viewing angle that they have. And this Brompton was going slow, and it seemed like he was pushing pretty hard. So right now I'm going pretty steady, but you'll see how much action I have now as I pull out and stand up and push. You can see my body moving quite a bit. And that's what the Brompton was doing, a lot more so than me. So, how do headlamps help? Who's that? Husky? Good morning. Headlamps are designed to have a wider viewing angle, and they provide their own illumination. Good morning. So because of that, they're easier to see from a further distance, even if they're running low on batteries. They're easier to see, and they don't require light to be shining on them. So as someone's entering from a side street, they can turn their head and see my headlamp because it's always shining. Whereas if they were entering from a side street, there's no street lamps and it's all dark, they're not going to see me at all without that headlamp. And that's because even if I'm wearing bright colors and high vis, there's no light to reflect. Good morning. So without light to reflect, or light in the proper direction, high vis and reflectors are useless. So, Jason was absolutely right. It's, whoa, someone's, that sounds like a bad tire. Jason was right. High vis is helpful, but it's not going to make somebody see you. The guy really did need a headlight. So that brings me to the rules of this state of Nevada. All right, our rules for illumination on bikes at night. We must have a headlamp. Whether it blinks or not is up to you, but if you're to ride at night, you have to have a headlamp that can be seen from at least 300 feet. I think actually it might be 500. I'll double check that. but I know it's a pretty decent distance. Mine does all right. I don't really like the position of mine. If it was a little more central, it would probably be better, but I can't hook this one up to be more central. It's kind of weird. So it's a little off to the side, and that presents a problem because it's a little harder to see in exactly that direction. Okay. The other thing that happens, so yeah, headlamp, if someone was coming out of one of these side streets, and I'm here at night and all these street lights are off, this headlamp is going to help them see me. And for me, that's all it's for. I don't use it to light my path very much. For the most part, it's light enough. So the state of Nevada requires that. The state of Nevada does not require a tail lamp. Actually, no. I think it does. So we require a tail lamp, I'm pretty sure. But we also require a rear reflector, because when I'm riding, I can see my headlamp and see if it's about to die, see if it's on or off. But I can't see my tail lamp very well. So in order to make sure that I'm seen, even if my tail lamp dies, I have to have a reflector on the rear. What about pedal reflectors? Those aren't required. The reason is because, one, they fall off. And two, whoa, did I do that? They get blocked by the constant movement of the feet and everything. So sometimes they're seen, sometimes they're not. They don't do much for the rider. What about high-vis? Well, high-vis is most certainly recommended, but it isn't required. And that's for the same reasons I talked about, is that it doesn't really work unless the conditions are right. A lot of times, things like cars pulling out and cars just passing you, the conditions are no longer right. So let's say a car is approaching me from behind and they're going to make a turn. Well, as they come up behind me, if I just had reflectors, they could see my reflectors. But once they get into a certain area, usually about 3/4 away from me here, like 3/4 that way. Once they get into that area, my reflectors stop working because their headlights are no longer hitting them. And as they get next to me, I have no more reflection. Even if I have reflectors all over me, there's no light. So, to that driver, I just disappeared. And I've seen that happen many times. I've been part of that a few times. Due to a headlamp that died, so I had to replace it. One of them fell off while I was riding one time. I hit a bump and boom, it fell off and shattered, and it was no good. I just had to brave it home without any headlamp. That totally sucked, because I would disappear to people. With the headlamp, once the driver gets about here, they can see me in their mirror, or if they're looking over their shoulder, they can see me. And that's what I want. With the reflector, they can't, so they get like right over here. They don't see me anymore because there's no light shining this way. So they think I've disappeared and just go ahead and go. Whereas with a headlamp, no. Guess what? I'm still here. So if they do go ahead and go, they're just a jerk. Or they're just not looking. Now, am I saying take all your reflectors off and just rely on the headlamps? No. Keep them on there. They do help. High-vis does help. But it is no way insurance. Or rather, in no way does it ensure that you are seen. So you've got to do everything you can to make yourself visible. Lights are the best way. They do fail. Reflectors are the second best way. They don't always work. Using both gives you best of both worlds. The other thing that the state of Nevada requires is a side light or reflector. Usually on the wheel as opposed to the frame. So if you don't have lights on your wheels, you need to have reflectors. I've got a really good light on my wheel. Love it. And I talk about it as often as I can because I think it's awesome. So I'll give a shout out to Monk Electric because they rock. Hey buddy, how you doing? They're not even looking at me. Monk Electric is a small company that makes specific bike lights for the wheels. They mount to the spokes. And they're pretty cool because as they go around, they make little patterns, images and things like that. So mine is the smallest one they have. It's called the M210, and it has 5 high output LEDs on one side and 5 more on the other. Mounts to the spokes and goes close to the rim, and then the battery pack mounts to the hub on the opposite side. I do not like this hill. Anyway, mounts to the opposite side, and to kind of balance it out as much as possible. It makes cool little patterns and stuff. As it goes around, little saw blade patterns will come up, and Space Invaders, little eyes, fireballs, all kinds of cool stuff. I think tomorrow I'll do a push up this hill 5 times or something. Good morning. Go ahead. Good morning. Good, how are you? Good. Hey, little buddy. On your left. Good morning. Looks like a couple of houses have been demolished over here. I don't know if you can see it, but they're taking this down. Anyway, let's see, I think I'll go up Fremont today. Yeah, let's do Fremont. So, the first time I mounted it, I thought I had it on there as tight as possible. One of the things they recommend when you mount that light is that you he's barking. No, don't see him. It's a little dog that likes to bark at me usually here. So when you mount it, they recommend that you mount it real tight and that you never go over 40 miles an hour. And I don't do it often, but I've gone over 40 miles an hour. That's tough on this little thing. I'm sure the bigger ones are worse. Let's see if we make this other light. Nope. So needless to say, I knocked my battery pack loose after I think 3 or 4 months of riding with the light on, and it broke off. I found it and I sent an email to Monkey Electric and said, is there a part that I can get so I can fix this? Look at that Maserati. That's gorgeous. They sent me a brand new light free of charge. They said, we can't guarantee it if you just fix it, so we'll send you a replacement. We'll send you the whole thing. and that was awesome customer service. Walk sign is on to cross Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont. I gotta go take a look at this. One of my all-time favorites right there. Listen to that. I love it. Well, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed that. Ride safe and have fun. And keep watching. Thanks for watching.